I am back to make a reaction video to Dr. Tracy Marks, who is providing some guidance as to how we can deal with, or I'm sorry, better stated, improve our sleep hygiene, our quality of sleep if we are people who experience distress mentally during the night, which impacts our ability to go to sleep. So I'm going to play Dr. Marks's video and contribute my ideas to attend to or to improve sleep hygiene so you can have a restful sleep.
You can start with strategies that help keep your circadian rhythm aligned to a 24-hour day-night cycle. A couple of things that help with this are maintaining a consistent bedtime routine and minimizing your exposure to blue light in the evenings. You get blue light from devices like phones and tablets, but also household fluorescent and LED lights emit a small amount of blue light. So even if your device has a night mode to reduce the blue light, having a lot of lights turned on in your home in the evening can still expose you to enough blue light to delay your nighttime melatonin release. Melatonin is the hormone that is released from your brain that signals to the rest of your body that it's nighttime and time to get ready to go to sleep. You probably can't walk around your home in the dark, so an easier way to deal with the various light sources is to wear blue light blocking glasses 2 hours before your bedtime. When you put these glasses on, it's as if you're walking around in darkness because your eyes and your brain see the absence of blue light to mean that your environment is dark. It's really a nice workaround. Usually the lenses have an orange or amber tint that absorbs the blue light. This is just one step to set the foundation for improving your sleep and therefore decreasing your vulnerability to the nighttime rumination. Another thing you can do is develop a soothing bedtime ritual to reduce distress. And this could be things like reading before bed, spending time with a loved one, and doing things that you enjoy before bed. These pleasant activities create a sense of safety and grounding. Now, these things may not keep your thoughts away. Dialectical behavior.
Okay, so something that I want to name. So Dr. Tracy Marks is talking about ways to apply certain strategies to address factors that could contribute to a person thinking about taking their life, an adolescent specifically. But for this video, and I wanted to name that because there's the title of dialectical behavior therapy, and I'm not going to get into that. The thing that I'm going to get into, as I mentioned, is improving one's sleep hygiene. Okay, so number one, if you want to improve your sleep hygiene to have a restful, quality night's rest, do the following. Number one, stick to a sleep schedule. I am mindful that for many of us, we go to school Monday through Friday, we go to work Monday through Friday, or whatever your 5-day work week looks like. And then the 2 days that we have off, we want to stay up all night and do the pleasant things that our obligations may inhibit us from doing. And what I would offer to you is if you're someone who is grappling with poor quality sleep, stick to a sleep schedule, no matter if you have off days or not. Make sure you go to bed at the same time, that you wake up at the same time, to train your body to stay in that cycle, in that rhythm, consistently. The second thing to be mindful of and to practice if you want to have improved sleep hygiene is to establish a bedtime routine. And Dr. Mark spoke about that in the demonstration of potentially the spray was potentially like lavender or whatever calming, soothing, restorative sort of scent that person was spraying on their bed. I also noticed that someone was drinking out of a mug. So I'm going to make the assumption that was like hot tea, maybe chamomile or mint or some variation thereof, something that is non-caffeinated. Whatever that may be for you, make sure you create a routine to signal to your brain that it is time for us to wind down and relax. So for you, that could look like, reading a book or meditating or something like that. Whatever that may be, that is more of a deactivating sort of behavior or set of behaviors, incorporate that. Number 3 is to be mindful not to eat or drink copious amounts of either food or liquid before bed. Now, the suggestion that I read is that if you are to eat something light. I won't get into that. Eat something light and ensure that it is 2 hours before your desired bedtime. Additionally, if you are thirsty, drink your water, drink your chamomile tea or whatever. Just make sure you don't have a lot, because if you have a lot, then more than likely you're going to wake up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, and that would be disruptive to your sleep. The fourth thing to hold in mind would be to avoid caffeine and nicotine, because both are stimulants and can affect your central nervous system, which could then impact your ability to have a quality night's rest. Number 5, practice exercising consistently. That will help you have a very restful quality of sleep. Doing so, well, when you're exercising, ensure that you're doing it consistently, so that way it becomes a part of your habit. It's habit forming and will also, again, improve sleep. Number 6, keep your room cool. I think I read somewhere, I don't think I read somewhere, I did read somewhere that when we are sleeping, our body temperature decreases. So you could induce a more relaxed, sedative kind of effect if you have a cool room. Be mindful, of course, to have additional blankets nearby in case you get too chilly, because, that could wake you up as well. And also, the opposite of that is true. If you get too hot, you can always remove a few layers to help with creating the cooling effect in your body. Number 7, do your best to limit daytime sleep. Do not nap after 3 p.m. because if you nap after 3 p.m., you're jacking up your sleep cycle, and it will be difficult. If the goal is to sleep at night, if you sleep during the day after 3 o'clock, then the likelihood of a delayed onset of going back to sleep is high. Additionally, when you do nap, make sure you nap no more than 60 minutes, okay? Number 8, something to hold in mind or to keep in mind is to ensure that your room is dark and quiet and does not have screens, okay? I am mindful that there are some folks who like to have background noise because it could be distracting. It could act as an anchor to help them drift off into a restful sleep. If that is you, I would offer that it would be a good idea to listen to something like NPR, where it's not the quality of the reporter's tone of voice is not a lot of inflections. It's a little bit monotone, and it can help you get a restful sleep. And also likelihood of the topics being discussed being emotionally charged are fairly low. So consider listening to NPR or some soothing background music if you like to have background noise. Number 9, this is very important. Practice only using your bed for sleep. Don't do your homework in bed. Don't read in bed. Don't do anything in bed, because you want to teach yourself that bed is only for sleeping. If you find that if you get into bed and it's past 30 minutes since you've gotten into bed and you are not falling asleep, get out of bed and do something that is relaxing, like reading a book or something else that requires very low behavioral activation, and then try again, get back in the bed and try to go to sleep. Number 10, maybe this could be a part of your nighttime routine, because routine and all that is important for improved sleep hygiene. Take a hot shower or bath to allow your muscles to be nice and relaxed. Maybe that is something you can do after exercising, because again, exercise is also helpful. Number 11, do not rely on sleeping medication to help you go to sleep. If your doctor has prescribed sleeping medication for you, then take the medication as prescribed. Number 12, do your best not to catastrophize while you are in bed. Try not to get caught up in thoughts of like, what if I don't go to sleep? Oh my God, I can't go to sleep. It's going to be daytime before I know it. Like all of that is going to rev up your anxiety and make it more difficult to fall asleep. Something to say to yourself if you're noticing that your thoughts are getting away from you is something like, I will go to sleep eventually. I will go to sleep eventually. Repeating that over and over in a very like slow pace can help you obtain a restful night's sleep. My name is Dr. Vina Wilson. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope that it is helpful in your effort to improve your sleep hygiene. Until next time, peace.